In our next example, we are asked to find the perimeter and area of the square. In this case, I can see the square has side lengths of 4.1 centimeters. The sides are all marked to show that they are congruent, so therefore we know it's a square. That means we also know these other side lengths are 4.1 centimeters as well, so I can label that on my diagram. When it comes to the perimeter, I could add up all the sides, but since all the sides are the same, all I would need to do is take my side length of 4.1 centimeters and multiply it by 4. When I multiply 4.1 by 4, I end up with a perimeter of 16.4 centimeters. Next, for finding the area, since a square is a parallelogram, I can find the area by the formula base times height. Keep in mind, when we find the area, the base and the height need to be perpendicular to each other. In this case, since we have a square, all 4 angles are right angles, so all the sides are perpendicular to each other. So my base would be 4.1 units. My height would be 4.1 units. So if I multiply 4.1 times 4.1, I would end up with the area of 16.81 centimeters squared. Now, since a square is a unique parallelogram, base times height is not the only way we can find the area. Another way we can find the area of a square is by taking its side length and squaring it. Because when we square something, we are multiplying it by itself. So if I take my area, or if I find my area by taking 4.1 squared, I would end up with the same result, where the area equals 16.81 centimeters squared. Now, with that being said, we can also work backwards. What if I have a new question? I'm going to make this one up. If I have an area of a square that is 25 centimeters squared, and I ask, what is the side length? How could I figure that out? Well, in this case, I would need to work backwards. Since the area is the side length squared, I can square root 25, which would equal 5. So therefore, I would know my side length of my square was 5. So by having only one unit or one dimension for my side length, I can go back and forth between knowing what the area is and what the side length is.